What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the KYR Garage channel. As you can see right behind me, I have a car to show and reveal. You guys can already see it from here. Some of you guys are from my Instagram, so you've seen it on there as well, but I didn't post about it that much. Say hello to my 95 Boston Green 325 IS. Let's show you guys around. As you guys can see, the car is in pretty decent condition. Not the best though, and not incredibly shit as well. But I bought this car back in May, and I've had it ever since. It was just a deal that I couldn't pass up. I've been looking for a Boston Green E36. Like, it's one of my favorite colors. Not sure why, but I'm just a huge green fanatic for cars. Even for like Isle of Man green on the new G body chassis cars, stuff like that. And if you guys didn't know about me, I'm actually a pretty big BMW guy. I love BMWs. I'm a huge Euro guy in general, but I love Benz, and an E36 was one of my bucket list cars to, you know, actually buy. And let's get to the story about it now. So this is a 95 325 IS, as you can see over here. So this is a OBD1 car, M50 TU, so it has Vanos. Which is cool. I mean, the Vanos is currently not working in this car, of what I figured out. It is very dog shit slow. What else? I bought it from an older gentleman, like in Northern Connecticut, and this car has been sitting for over a decade. I think around 13 years. No, that's 2010. It's been sitting for 15 to 16 years, actually, because this car has been parked since 07/08. So it was very shitty when I bought it, but the car had good bones. It didn't look like it was an accident. And the body panels match up pretty well. There's actually like not a lot of dings or dents on the side of the car. There is some clear coat damage, but I mean, obviously the car's been sitting outside for quite some time. I'm not really sure of the life of the car yet and what it's gone through. But this car has 236,000 miles. Obviously, rear-wheel drive, has a 315 open diff, because trust me, I've tried. And it came on some really shitty wheels, and the car came in a shit condition. I'll put it in the video right now. The wheels were from like 2001, like some tuner wheels. They were 18s, had skinny ass tires on it, but those tires, believe it or not, were from 2006. So they were dry rotted to shit. So the first thing that I did for this car was buy Board Bay Z3 wheels, and I got them for a steal off marketplace. Came with Michelin Pilot Sport All Seasons, made in 2020 for 250 bucks. Sick. And they are staggered, and they actually fit pretty darn decent. If I lowered the car, maybe it would need like a 5 mil, maybe a 10 mil spacer, but it's great. And the car had 3 mouse nests in it, so I took apart the whole entire interior. Don't mind the mess in here, but I also deleted the rear seats. It did come with rear seats. I just wanted to take it out because of the mouse nest. But here it is. It's in pretty darn good condition. That window doesn't work, obviously, E36 stuff. I don't know why the last owner hacked up this shit, but it is what it is. But I do have the door card for it. I just have it off because I have to fix this. which I can make a YouTube video about if you guys are interested. Factory everything. This car is completely stock, by the way. 5-speed. Unfortunately, is a get drag 5-speed, but it's whatever. I'll blow it up. Sport seats with the knee pit huggers. Automatic seat adjustment. It's even got heated seats as well, which I'm so hyped for. But the interior is actually in very good condition. This car is, like I said, 236,000 miles. And there was 3 mouse nests down here in that corner over there, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's basically it. The last owner did take pretty good care of it. He had a little booklet, like a little small booklet. He wrote everything with the date. So like, you already know he was a pretty good owner. A decent amount of trunk space. I actually had to put a new battery in it. I did that too, because it was sitting for so long. And yeah, I mean, and also, honestly, for the first few months, I've been trying to catch a vacuum leak issue, which I have resolved. It was just the IAC hose that goes to the throttle body. As you can see right here, you see my Ingenuity. Love that. This is actually for my 08 C30. It's a little dirty, but it's whatever. It does the job. But engine bay looks great. The frame rails are straight, which is what I cared about. And yeah, like, it's a solid motor, no ticking, or I mean, it has injector click, but like, the motor sounds fine. I did an oil change on it. The oil looked healthy. There was no huge debris in the oil. I didn't see any metal, which is freaking amazing. And I couldn't really ask for more for a good base car. Other than that, like, it's a good car. Fuck it. I don't know what to talk about anymore. But I did clear corners as well, and the clear markers on the side. And let's talk about the future for this thing, because honestly, I plan on keeping this car, and I don't really think about, in my mind, of selling it. So let's talk about the future. Let's turn on the car and give you a few revs, show you how clean it sounds. Actually, it sounds so smooth. Let's do this right now. You see right there, 236, 184. I bought this car at, I think, 235. So I did put like 1,200 miles on it, more than my B5 A4 that I bought for the same price. But yeah, like, you can hear it. Sounds pretty darn healthy. I replaced the PCB hose. I replaced the IAC down there. And the new plugs, new spark plugs. I cleaned out the injectors actually with some injector cleaner. And yeah, but here's some revs. Sounds great, and it goes back straight to idle. No issues, baby. But yeah, sounds fucking amazing, and I couldn't really ask for more. I bought this car for 3 G's, which is not bad for E36 pricing, but for getting a completely stock car, to me, it's not a bad deal whatsoever. And it wasn't on Marketplace or anything like that. I just knew a friend that knew a friend, and there you go. Dots aligned. All right, so now it's time to talk about the car. Damn, the pump is insane. Okay, it's time to talk about the car. So my reasoning for buying this car is I've always wanted a project. I've always wanted something to work on. I mean, yes, I have the Volvo, but the Volvo is spiraling down to like me trying to make it as clean as possible. And me driving that every day is not, I mean, I love driving it every day. It's just that in order to achieve perfection, I want to repaint that car. I want to make it look as best as possible, and it's just the owner thing. People say you don't need to repaint it or whatever, but I'm like, no. It's what I'll tell you guys right now. The door doesn't match the car or whatever, but for this E36, I mean, I'll be buying it daily soon. This is just an offer I couldn't pass up, so I decided to buy it. But the original idea for this car is I want to be able to make it a street car slash drift car slash track car. I want to be able to take it to Lime Rock. I want to be able to go to Thompson Speedway so I can drift this thing, and Stafford Speedway, Lebanon, like in New York. Try to take it to drifting. I want to learn. I've always been a drifty boy since I was a little kid, since I was in like elementary, middle school. So that's this is the reason why I bought this car. And the aftermarket support is huge, and being able to build this car is perfect. Like, it does drift, track, and street all perfectly, and it's a very good base to start on, I believe, for this car. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to find something like this and work towards it. But another reason why I bought the car is that I want to learn everything I can on how to work on cars. I want to restart, and I just want to gain knowledge as much as possible and do every single thing to the car. I'm going to fabricate everything. I have a MIG welder slash TIG welder at home, and this will be my practice for it when I do welding on the Volvo. I want the Volvo to be perfect, like I said, so this is going to be my practice. So I'm going to fabricate everything, I'm going to build everything, engine, do the rear subframe reinforcement, which I will do a video on, and just like touch every single nut and bolt and just know it like the back of my hand. So I want to do everything, and I mean, as a car guy, like, I'm passionate, I'm a gearhead, I'm an enthusiast, and I mean, I just want to put all my brain into it and try to make the best thing possible and share it with you guys. And one preface is, I do not know shit about this car. I do not know shit about setting up a drift car or a track car. And this is a part where I want you guys to teach me, and you guys will, you know, have a view of my experience building this car, the same way that I did with the Volvo. And I want to do every single small thing I can possible. I want to make an intake, I want to make an exhaust, I want to make headers, even whenever if I ever turbo this car one day, or supercharge it one day, or do a motor swap, you guys will experience it, and I'll show my experience doing it as well. But I love cars. This is what I live for. This is what I would die for. And I'm glad that I'm able to buy something like this and, you know, actually achieve my dream of having a race car, I guess. I've thought about it since I was a little kid. If my little kid, like, if me, like, 15 years back says, oh, I have a Volvo C30 and an E36, I would lose my fucking brains. Like, this is cool, and I'm living up to it. So I hope you guys are excited for me. I'm excited, and I'm gonna be doing a whole build series on it by parts. And like, if you guys know the YouTuber Taylor Ray, I am a huge fan of him. He's probably my #1 YouTuber for like automotive stuff. That's how I want to do the work on this car, and that's how I want to shoot videos for this car. And I like to talk a lot. I mean, sorry if you guys don't like that, but I like to talk about cars. So just saying it at a camera actually helps a lot, because nobody really likes me talking about cars. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited, and let's end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching all the way through the video if you did. You should definitely subscribe because of that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and see ya.